These three words alone should let you know that I love this movie. Shot on video. What's up guys, how's it going? This is Steve as always from Shock Extreme Productions, and I have another movie review for you guys today, and today is going to be another one for Camp Motion Pictures. This film came out back in May and I wanted to do the review then, but as you guys know I've just been MIA for the past couple of months and finally back doing it, better late than never. You know, I've heard of lost films from the 1920s, which were silent black and white films, but never have I heard of a lost shot-on-video film, and reading the back of it made me more excited to watch it. I don't think I've ever been this excited to see a shot-on-video film. The film has an incredible backstory to how it finally got released on DVD, and we'll get to that in a minute, but this film was, like I said, put out by Camp Motion Pictures, and I guess promoted or helped put out by Lunch Meat Magazine. The film was written and directed by Jack Perez, and that of course is America's Deadliest home video. Now I could say shot on video and that would get a lot of people's attention, but I have to be honest with you and say that it's also a found footage movie. But just hold on for a second. This film surprisingly predates Blair Witch, which I think makes it a whole lot more special. It centers around a character named Dougie. Dougie is a typical guy who has this girlfriend who he eventually finds out is cheating on him, so he decides to take her van and his video camera and just pretty much go across the country filming different locations like Washington DC and a couple other bits and places. He eventually ends up at this old rock quarry where he sees this group of people push a car off of a cliff, and one of them approaches Dougie with a gun pointed at his head, and that's where he pretty much ends up coming into the Clint Dreyer gang. The Clint Dreyer gang comprises of three people. You have Clint, who is the ringleader of the gang. You have Clint's girlfriend Gloria, who over in the film starts to have a love interest with Dougie, and then you have Vesna, who is pretty much the aggressor of the group. They see Dougie filming them, and instead of getting caught or in trouble or overall killing Dougie, they decide to use him as a tool. They want him to videotape their crime spree. These guys are a bunch of robbers. They hit up gas stations, convenience stores, so they have Dougie film everything, and that could be from filming the outside of the place to filming the robbery up close in person to filming Vesna shooting some guy. If you want it short and simple, it's pretty much a modern day Bonnie and Clyde if Bonnie and Clyde were to film a video diary. Now my thoughts. Like I said, this film has an incredible backstory. So as it's said in the dialogue, besides being a typical gore film like Cannibal Campout, violent shit, or even zombie bloodbath, this film had a pretty legitimate plot to it. This film is a very rare breed when it comes to shot on video because, like many shot on video films, it doesn't rely on straight gore to get people enthused. This film mainly relies on the audience's reaction and especially the story to it. The audience wants to know what's going to happen next, what turn is going to happen next. Is Dougie going to get killed, or are they going to keep going? Is he going to escape, or is he going to not escape? Maybe this film was made a few years after Video Violence or Cannibal Campout, but I find it to be one of the better shot-on-video films, one of the better, well-made shot-on-video films, one of the shot-on-video films with probably the best story to any shot-on-video film. And that's my honest truth. As it said in the dialogue, thinking of it now, it almost seems like I'm watching an old episode of Cops with all of the action involved in it and all of the running around with the camera. It almost feels like watching an old episode of Cops. The film doesn't rely on gore, but the shock value of watching people getting shot up close in person, it's To tell you the truth, I found it a lot more thrilling than actually watching somebody get their guts ripped out over and over again gratuitously throughout the whole film. Let's talk about the characters. Dougie is a pretty weird guy played by Danny Bonaduce. He is one of those guys that seems happy, goes to sad. It's almost bipolar. Happy, sad, angry, scared, happy again, scared again, sad again, and the loop just goes on and on. Once we get towards the end of the film, we almost feel sorry for this guy and overall root for him. Clint is the typical mobster. He tries to milk Dougie into thinking it's gonna be okay. Next minute later, he has a knife to his throat threatening to kill him. Very strange character, but very effective. I absolutely loved Clint. Gloria didn't really do much for me. She was just pretty much there. It seemed like almost if House of a Thousand Corpses had Baby fall in love with one of the victims, it almost felt like that, and it felt like Otis was the Clint type. Then we have Vesna. In the beginning, I absolutely hated Vesna and just really wanted her to die. As the film continued, I didn't want her to die. I actually was growing to like her a lot, so inevitably, I thought Vesna was just a useless, annoying character, but as the film went on, I felt that she had a pretty important role. If I have to give this film a rating, I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. Absolutely brilliant for shot on video, different for shot on video. If you don't want to see a film with just gratuitous gore, this film is well worth the watch. I absolutely love this film. If you guys want to get yourself a copy, go to alternativecinema.com. Link will be in the description below, and you can find out everything else that they have releasing or coming soon. Anyways, guys, that was my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you guys do. Once again, my name is Steve from Shock Extreme Productions, and until next time, see y'all later.